We're going to go ahead and do readings specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine, to see what is going on. Now, I love today because it's bringing a very, very powerful Lyran frequency. Today is a powerful Lyran porthole or gateway. And of course, tonight and tomorrow, our moon aligns with the Pleiades. So expect things to be supercharged in a good way. And you want to be tapping into all of these galactic energies. Very, very good news, especially when it comes to the twin flames and the work being done across the collective. But we're going to go ahead and start with a reading for the divine feminine just to see what is going on for you. Remember, this is just a general reading, so only take what resonates for your specific situation. I think it's important that you're doing obviously the one-on-one work. So if you're needing a reading or a phone call, I have lots of those options on my website. I am a psychic medium and I do a lot of work with the Twin Flame Collective too. So of course I have readings, coaching on my website, and I am an energy healer. I have tons of healings, clearings, and activations. I have a lot of really, really nice stuff up on my site over the next couple of days too. If it's on my site, you can do it all of the time anyways. Make sure you guys are checking out my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. Make sure that you're doing that energy work too, which is huge for Twin Flame. Okay, so divine feminine, let's see what is coming on, what is going on, or what is coming up. So we're going to start with divine feminine side of things, and divine masculine, if you're watching, take this as direct messages from your divine feminine. I hate seeing you with them. This could have many, many different contexts. Some of you guys are navigating a lot within your own energy template. So when you guys are having things that might be coming up within your relationships, and yes, this is a twin flame reading, so I mean for twin flame as well too, it's going to bring to the surface anything negative or hidden negativities within your templates, within your energy field, and within your blueprints. And this could look like karmic imprints, this could look like psychic cords, outside interference, third-party connections. It just kind of depends on what you and your twin flame may be experiencing, going through, or having come up for healing. And this is stuff that needs to be healed, and that might be triggered to the surface from specifically the twin flame connection. It just kind of depends on what that looks like on either side of things too. And so some of you guys, not everyone, but some of you guys are dealing with a pullback from the divine masculine side of things. I feel that this is divinely guided with the twin flame journey, as this encourages or sometimes leaves the divine feminine to sit solo on their side and do a high level of healing work. Now, I always say in that solo space, if you guys have been through it, you're going through it, or you've had to go through it, pay attention to what comes up for you. This is like the spot where if you have your own karmic attachments and cords from previous connections, partners, friends, family, whatever, and they're not good for you, these things will come back. They will surface for you to resolve on your own. This could look like friendships, things you're going through, whatever's coming up in that space. It could look like things just purging out from within you that you're healing because of the ascension and because of this connection. I want a future with you. I was just telling someone this morning that your visualization and manifestation work actually sets so much into motion on the divine masculine side of things. Like if you guys are able to just stay positive and clear the blocks and stay positive about whatever outcome that you're trying to manifest, or whatever you're trying to manifest with this person, specifically union, this will help with their side of things. No matter what's going on, it helps to set things into motion for you, your connection, and also on their side of things too. Okay, spotlight. Some of you guys might be in the public eye. This could be because of your job, your mission, your light work. You might just notice if you've done a high level of energy work. I have people telling me and describing that they're really magnetizing everyone to them. Like when you have that twin flame energy, especially for those of you guys that have mastered an embodied union with this person, or even if not, and you're accessing this, I call it twin flame, sorry, my cats. You're accessing this twin flame energy. A lot of people are drawn to you even more. And so I just did another video talking about just have good energy boundaries right now. Sometimes if you are in the public eye, this could be because of your light worker mission, or, you know, just your presence, and people are noticing you. Like you notice everyone's kind of wondering what's going on with you, staring at you, whatever it is. Right? You're needing to also have good boundaries and things like that, and good discernment and stuff like that. That goes for these light workers that are in the spotlight, and I see you guys and you're drawing a lot to you. like you're having to deal with a lot, we'll say. Okay, now it doesn't have to be this light worker stuff, but oftentimes remember that goes hand in hand with being a twin flame. It's everything that you came here to embody and step into ultimately, or to do something together. Could be project, it doesn't matter what it is, okay? So you might notice that you have a lot of eyes on you during this time. It could be like, you know, you're really drawing the focus of your friends, family, people connected to you at your job, you know, whatever it is, but in a good way. You're getting more magnetic the more that you work on your energy and the more that you clear. People who, not to pick, haven't done a lot of energy work are going to find that they tend to repel everyone. Like, no one wants to be around them. Not being picky. I'm not trying to pick. No one wants to be around you. like if you're feeling that, like you're trying to make friends and they just, you know, don't want anything to do with you, signs to work on your energy. And the reverse is true, that when you begin to do this high level of energy work that twin flame requires, you're probably noticing that you're much more magnetic, but you also have to be more picky about what is and isn't for you, or what is or isn't aligned with you during this time too. Okay, you are thinking about this person. They are heavy on your mind, Divine Feminine, but we have this nostalgia, missing you, crying. I love to decode things, reality, right? And I'm studying here on earth, and this is what I do, and I love to get to the bottom of this stuff, and I love to tap in and, you know, process downloads and things like this too. So I have noticed, and this is maybe just thoughts coming to me the past couple of days, that your twin flame tends to highlight everything great in you that you see in this person and the reasons why you want to be with this person, because of the mirroring effect. You're actually seeing yourself, or traits that maybe you know these traits, maybe not. Maybe they're repressed traits coming out. Now, they also, on the shadow side, the flip side, there is the duality of love, right? We talked about all the great stuff, right? You see all this stuff you want with them. Now, I love to dive into the shadow side. This is what needs our attention and our healing. So when you dive into the shadow of twin flame, they tend to, when they pull back, or you're not getting your way, or you haven't come fully into union yet, they tend to highlight a lot of lack. You are not lacking anything. When you feel that lack, if you feel not good enough, or you're lacking the connection or the person itself, this is actually the areas that need your healing the most, because you need to, our soul, despite all of this stuff here on earth, our soul desires completeness solo by itself. It desires to defragment, to heal, and to become whole on its own without anything external. The external is just a bonus, obviously. So this type of connection tends to be very intense. This is also an emotional card. We're going into Cancer season, so a lot of times when people are doing that work with twin flame, it can trigger a lot of negative energies and emotions to the surface that you may or may not have known that you were carrying. Old trauma, old childhood wounds, these things may be coming up. We also have a huge focus on healing the mother wound, or the mother line right now with Cancer season. This is going to be huge over the next couple of weeks. So some of you guys are having to heal that first within yourself. Take me home. I love this, because I always say your soul will lead you home. This could be some of you guys. I talked about moving in with this person, living with this person, maybe just the energy of it too. Okay, mystical messages, follow the signs. Make sure that you're tapping in. A lot of times people have gotten direct confirmation, obviously, about this connection, but sometimes the confirmation can come in the forms of signs and spirit messages, letting you know that you're divinely guided and that you're on track. And this is very, very powerful. Sometimes it will keep you on course if you're feeling a little lost or off course, or it can help you with confirming the type of relationship too. I always tell you guys that sometimes you know the connection, but it's not always as easy as you think, and you might need help with this. And by help, I mean actual high energy work, healing. Like if you're needing a shift, if you're needing to heal something, if things are not going your way, this is all new to us. We're having to master the ascension, the awakening, how to navigate reality as well too, along with some of this stuff. So it can get intense, okay? Don't be afraid to ask for help. I'm always here if you're needing it. If you're needing, like I said, a shift, confirmation to know what's coming up, or a lot of people come to me when they're stuck. Things not moving, not going the way you want. Don't be afraid to reach out. I'm always here. You guys just book me on my website, sparksofdivinelightshealing.com. Peace. slow down, recharge, and take a break. Time to get off the treadmill. Like I said, if what you're doing isn't working, sometimes it's not meant to. It's meant to break you out of patterns and things not serving you, or to show you new ways. That's huge, right? The new way of the 5D. Sometimes, obviously, the 3D way isn't working with this connection. A lot of people say you're meant to, bring this down into the 3D. I don't ever believe that. You're meant to. First off, your mission is to ascend into the 5D starseed, right? And to embody that, and this connection will meet you there. It's never meant to take you back to the 3D or to be anchored into 3D timelines. Those timelines always disintegrate and kind of fall in, just to let you know. Okay, so we have planetary cycles. Closing cycles, completion, and moving forward. This is a good thing. It means that you're closing out a karmic timeline. And you can expect huge timeline jumps today. That's why I love to work with these energies. They can really, really help us and set us so far forward too. So you're closing out some type of karmic cycle with this person. Things may have gone in a karmic way. It might have brought up old karmic wounds or even actual karma. I see so many twin flames get stuck in karmic cycles where the universe is literally playing back your own behavior. This is why it's very important that we're treating our twin flame as we want to be treated. I know, because the universe is always in the middle of this type of connection, but this is a good message. You're closing out some type of karmic timeline. Some of you guys has actually required you to let go of the attachment to that timeline with your twin flame. You're never letting go of your twin flame, despite how hard you try. We know that's not happening. You're letting go of some type of timeline or karmic situation, or things didn't go good. They ended badly. It just kind of depends. That timeline is closing out in a good way and you're letting go of it. Sometimes that's getting out of the 3D, and you will ascend and that person will meet you there. There are literally millions, I could say billions, millions of probabilities where you're in union with your twin flame. Sometimes people get stuck in the lower timelines or in old narratives or whatever it is that's coming up for you. You're healing something and you're closing out something, which is huge and profound. And I was saying this in a call the other day, I was talking about doors closing. When you close one door, 10 more open. I know, right? And you're needing to let go of that. But a lot of times we get stuck in the ego resistance and not understanding the process. Okay. We have Kundalini energy awakening. It is very active in the earth, you, in this connection. Some of you guys are feeling that energy literally rising up. I was also doing a session on this the other day, and I was talking about a lot of times people go through a spiritual awakening, and then oftentimes they might even have a Kundalini awakening, which is separate. Some people go through a spiritual awakening and don't have one, whatever it is, but Kundalini is very important for twin flames. So most twin flame couples, people, are going to go through a Kundalini activation and awakening. Now, we see the positive effects of the Kundalini where you have so much creative energy that you can channel. You're probably going to feel more awake, inspired, alive. Now, there's a negative effect of it, and this is why oftentimes this happens in divine timing when you're ready to handle these energies, because as that Kundalini or different energies are activating within your body, literally, and rising up, and so as that is happening, all of the old trauma must go. So this is where the purging comes in too. And a lot of times people are needing to get kind of good at this. You are purging out so much old programming, wounds, traumas. Some of it's even unconscious from your family line and your programming that you're holding on to. Some of it you're consciously aware of it and you've been through a lot in your past that has distorted your energy or your energy field, and this all has to go. And so we can look at twin flame goes through an intense process of cleansing. It'll be like, okay, for those in separation, you're dying without them, and it's like, you're trying to figure out how to get to this union, like it's some destination, and you're a little lost and you don't know, and you're having all of the thoughts and negativities come up about, this is impossible or it's not working out. And then in union, right, this person's too close, it's too much to handle, I'm having all of the negative thoughts and stuff come up here. And so it doesn't matter how you look at it, this person is playing a powerful role in your life, in your ascension. Might be the role you didn't see coming, or not everything you always want, but it's what you need to cleanse and heal, like big time. Now, generally, I'm not going to go there. Generally, we're opposite polarities, masculine and feminine. Now, this can play out in other ways, right? We know this, but generally, okay. Now, we both hold these energies within us, and it has a lot to do with the Kundalini because we have the divine feminine and masculine energies. It's shown as the serpent plumes. This energy activates at the root chakra and goes up and cleanses the body, okay? So we hold these energies to heal. Now, I'm not going to go into that. I just say generally it's male to female, but it can be many different ways. Anyways, so usually, okay, as a woman, I've had a lot of my encounters with the masculine, and this is a lot of what I'm actually healing outside of myself and inside of myself in this lifetime. I'm here to heal my inner feminine energies and to embody that, but also it's equally as important, the healing work that I have done with the men in my life, okay? So, and that does have a point, okay? So this is a reading for the feminine. You have been healing a lot of things within your own distorted feminine template, but also within your distorted masculine template where you had a lot of things that weren't good. Some of these could have come from your own father line, karmic relationships, past life connections, things with your twin flame that you're actually healing. And so it's very, very important that you are healing and balancing these aspects. And so this person, this twin flame in your life is actually here to the goal isn't to trigger you, but most people have a lot of unhealed things that they're holding on to. So this connection tends to be intense. It tends to be very purifying and very healing, but it also can bring up deep wounds and triggers if you haven't resolved them. They may even mirror or mimic past things that you haven't let go of fully. Whatever it is that you need to see through this connection, it's probably coming up, and things like this too. So very, very strong energy during this time. You might be feeling the Kundalini rising through your body as we're connected with the energies of the earth. And this is a time of union. I know we just went through the solstice, but we're still in these energies. This is always a time, divine feminine and masculine in balance too. Okay, so you have two paths right now. Some of you guys are navigating separation or union timelines, but it could be something different. But this is a love relationship reading with your twin flame. So this could be the 3D to the 5D and the shift and the split of timelines or something within your union too. And then we have the King of Swords. So something is going on with this person. And this is like, when I'm seeing this card, normally we have the King of Swords, which is very rational and emotionally balanced and discerning and has a lot of integrity. There is some type of block here with your inner masculine and things like that too. So this could be, maybe they're still stuck in ego a little bit and not being very disciplined with their energy and things like that. This will give us a little bit more clarity. This is the Seven of Wands, and this is like, some of you guys are in this ego defensive protection mode, and this could indicate like some people, I see both ends of the spectrum. Some of you guys are like walls, 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 never getting near me. Like, right? Like very hard for people to get near you, let alone your masculine, right? And they might be doing things to get your attention other ways. And then some of you guys are, I call it leaky energy, no boundaries, and, you know, are toxic to yourself and other people if you're too, you know, like that. So we have to find a balance. This Cancer season is going to help you guys with healthy boundaries and getting your energy in order. It might make you a little bit more sensitive right now. Some of you guys are feeling sensitive to the energies and the heightened energies and things like that, but you got to get out of this fight or flight. This could indicate there was an argument, not getting along with this person, being defensive. I always say divine feminine really has to heal their thoughts and what's going on in their head, or they just project it all at the divine masculine. And the same cycle of relationship problems that you may have lived out with your karmics comes up with the twin flame. And so this is why sometimes it's, well, all the time, it's so important to sometimes pause and heal. If we want different results, we got to try different ways, right? Like, or you keep getting the same results. And it's all about, and a lot of people, I say they don't like this, but it's all about breaking out of the karmic cycles of your life and preventing further cycles. And that's to get out of the suffering, right? And things like that too, to get out of the ego state. That's all about what we're doing with enlightenment too. So you're being guided to really step into your femininity with healthy boundaries, not pushing people away and letting people out, but also not letting too much, letting the toxicity in. It's like you've had to do, for this read, you've had to do a lot of healing, and you've come very far, and to remember that. And to honor that, especially when it comes to navigating this situation or this connection with this person, okay? Okay, let's do divine masculine side of things and see where they're at. Divine masculine collective, divine feminine, if you're watching, direct messages from your masculine. I'm ready for commitment. They know what they want and they want you. A lot of these masculines are ready to step up, and it's feeling intense for the divine feminine. Like some of you guys have been literally ghosted, ignored, blown off, separated. Not everyone, but some of you guys have, and it doesn't matter where. You're meeting at this point in the road, and this point in the road is like commitment, like committed relationship, living together. This person might be can't get enough of your energy if you've done the work. They're around you a lot. It can feel intense. Maybe they're ready to move in. They're ready to get married. They're ready to get engaged. And you're like, whoa, like you wanted this for divine feminine, but it's very, very intense too. So this divine masculine, they may have started out with some hesitance and commitment problems, or not sure about the connection, or feeling it out, or whatever it is. They're ready. I'm ready to take my mask off. Perhaps they are. Perhaps they've shown you a lot of vulnerability. They've opened up. They've shown you, their insecurities. Maybe not even trying. Maybe divine feminine has seen this. They've gone past the ego into their authentic self, their 5D self. So the ego is the 3D self. It's like the fear and old timelines, and they're doing this work for ascension, or they've done this work for ascension, which is going to startle a lot of the divine feminines. Some of the divine feminines are stuck in separation cycles. They think it's hopeless or whatever, or whatever it is, or not moving. And this person is going to shock you if so. And you need to be prepared. You need to be ready. And I mean on the energy level where you can handle this union, that you can hold this union too. So for so many of you guys are already in union, right? Beautiful stories there. But some of you guys are like that close. You're kind of teetering on the edge, but you don't feel that way within yourself. This masculine is ready for union. They've been in avoidance pattern. They've had to heal that. It's very masculine healing. We all hold those wounds, and sometimes they get triggered. So this is like, if you feel like they've been gone, hiding, feeling guilty, not a lot of communication, this is why. They might be this might be someone stubborn that you're dealing with. I had someone describe it the other day, like they call them a mule. They're very set in their ways. They're very stubborn. And they've had to also bypass or break out of a lot of their own programming and blocks. You know that this is your twin flame. Maybe this masculine is questioning this. This is your twin flame. You're here to clear and heal core wounds. How do we heal core wounds if they are not triggered generally? Now, the triggering is not intentional. It's just that people will be triggered until they heal the core wounds and they come up. So there has been some type of triggering for this divine masculine, where this divine feminine has triggered every one of your core wounds, whether it's insecurities, fears, old stuff. They brought it right to the surface, not trying to, okay? For some, this is a moment of ego surrender, and we have to do that with our life anyways, of how our lives play out generally, to be more happy and satisfied and grateful. This person might have gone through a dark night of the soul. This might be really, really obvious, like a complete collapse of your life. I describe it like these tower moments, literally, and it's just complete upheaval and everything falling in very fast. It could be in one moment, or you feel like you're going through a week or two of that. Or for some, they've just been hiding away and by themselves in their own little bubble with their own thoughts of having to do that inner work of the state of depression. For some, it's more obvious. It's dark night of the soul. It's like complete ego annihilation. It's completely like the darkest points and darkest moments of your life. This could be trauma coming up. We talked about the Kundalini, purging this out, but also the ascension is doing this, okay? It's the process that you're going through. This person has had to face their own darkness. We could say inner demons, darkness, energy attachments that come up, traumas, wounds, whatever it is within ourselves that needs to clear and needs to go. This twin flame connection has stirred all of this up. It could have been complete, disbelief, whatever it is. They've overcome this. Okay, they might have gone through this recently, or be going through this. This could be something that is coming up. Dimensional shift. Manifestation, harmony, and turning your dreams into reality. So this is the turning point. This is the shift where this person, and usually the masculine can hide this well, right? You just haven't heard from them. They've been gone in their own little bubble, or where they are, or maybe the divine feminine was busy, whatever it is. This person has had to face themselves in a way they never have in their lifetime within this awakening. And what happens when we clear, I'll call it gunk, when we clear this negative energy, some people sit in it and don't know how, but when we actually do that healing work and clear this energy, this is where you activate your gifts, abilities, manifestation gifts. They start to come in a lot stronger. Now, I want to remind you, doing this video, you have a shared energy field with this person. So I see so many on the divine feminine side, could be masculine too, because it's a masculine reading, but I see so many of them going through intense purge cycles, intense emotions, spins. It's a lot of energy and emotions coming up, and a lot of you guys just think your masculine's fine and I don't know where they are. They're literally going through every second of that emotion with you, by the way. They've gone through every second of this energetically and on that level, okay? So they've felt everything that you felt through that shared energy field. You're always exchanging energy, but more deeply, you share an energy field. But this is why this stuff works, to heal yourself, because you will shift their side too, okay? Now, I never encourage you to do healing for the other side, okay? I want you to heal for yourself. You know what I mean? However, if you're needing a little bit of incentive, that's what your twin flame is there for, literally in the background oftentimes, so that when you heal yourself, they will come back in at these points, okay? So heal or find. This is all about regeneration, health, empowerment, and vitality. And so these are some of the benefits of doing inner work, energy work. You're going to release the attachments that are messing up your head and your thoughts, the psychic cords, the energy cords from previous connections. You're going to let go of the blocks, the wounds, and as you do, your life will transform and your energy will transform, but your life will actually transform without those energy blocks and things like that too. We see a society that is normalized. I shouldn't put this in there, but I'm going to put it in this video, that has normalized the blocks, okay, until they spin out of control. So we have someone, let's just say with cancer, this is an actual representation, a tumor of an energy block, because everything is energy that has turned physical and actually thrown out such a bad block within the body, it literally turns into an actual tumor and things like that too. So energy blocks generally start out subtle and we don't notice, but they can manifest into greater issues and things like that. This is why it's very important during our time that we're learning how to take care of our energy for many different reasons too. So this is all about doing some type of healing energy work, this message for the divine masculine. That's why I do these videos, so you guys can find me, encouraging you guys to check out those healing sessions on my website. Seeds planted, anchor in your star code. So make sure that you're being mindful that we're in a powerful space of manifestation over the next couple of months. What you're manifesting now will play out over the next couple of months. Make sure you're staying focused on that. And once again, we have this divine masculine, we have Knight of Wands. They're coming in high energy. When they're ready, they know what they want. They're all in. Some of them have been waiting for divine feminine to heal. They get the signal energetically. Four of Cups. This is like they're refusing offers. Like they might be missing opportunities. Some of you guys might not see that. You're like, oh yeah, they're off doing whatever. Some of them, yes, they may have other karmic contracts that were not wrapped up or are playing out, but trust me, they are doing all of this to get to union, from what I'm being shown with these messages and things like that. They're doing the work to get to union or get back to you, and they know that. So this is the Seven of Cups, and they have lots of paths presented. This could be other people, situations, whatever it is. Some of these are dead ends, like literally. I love this card. I remember telling my flame about this. It's the Seven of Cups, and I said some of these cups are amazing. Okay, you are presented with 7 choices. Some of these cups are amazing. Some of them are straight poison with the snake in it. Okay, like literally. And so it's like, okay, yeah, I got all these options or whatever it is. All karmics lead to a dead end, literally, or we call them karmics because they bring terrible karmic lessons. I want to remind you guys of that, where people are normalizing karmic situations, which are based out of lack and things or whatever, not good things. I want to remind you of that too. All karmic doors will close. Like, doesn't matter when or how long it takes, and the ending is always the same, if you didn't notice. Like, right? So if this person has some karmic stuff going on, see that each soul is complete on their own and might be working through certain lessons or whatever they may need, and you might feel like they're off their path. No, it's the path to union no matter what is coming up. Now, this doesn't have to be that, okay? This could be this person is actually spending a lot of time thinking about you despite whatever's going on, whatever's coming up. They're sitting there thinking about you 24/7. For those of you guys that are navigating someone with a karmic, they actually did that because the twin flame connection was too obsessive for them, and they were trying to get you off their mind. They tried to go down that path, as we talked about, and it made it worse, by the way. Okay, so this person is thinking about you a lot, and things like that, and they're trying to figure out what to do. It just kind of depends on how that is coming up, okay? For these 2 cards together, the 4 of Cups and the 7 of Cups, I think it's very important that you're also working on not being negative. because our thoughts are manifesting and manifesting rapidly, and it's your life. It's your choice as to what you're creating. Whatever's going on in your head all day, the external is simply a mirror, the actual external physical reality that you're walking and living every day, right? So it's important that you're cleaning up your mind and your energy field during this time too. And so sometimes, and that's another benefit of doing energy work. It will help you to cleanse and clear negative thoughts and beliefs and programming and things like that on a deeper level, okay? That's about it. Just really stay focused, Divine Masculine, cleaning your energy up too, and staying focused on those manifestations right now. Have a beautiful day. If you guys need me, I'm going to be around doing tons of healings the next couple of days. I have beautiful Lyran stuff up for today, beautiful Pleiadian stuff up for tomorrow, and I have tons of different sessions for Twin Flame on my website. Make sure you're taking a flip through. Go with what you're guided to. It's all really, really going to help you. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend.